m-chat.org.
By now, the kids are back in school. Hopefully, the school year's off to a fantastic start, and all those things on your to-do list are crossed off. But if you haven't gotten your children's vaccines yet for the year, Dr. Stephen Miller is back on the show with us from the Hamilton County Health Department. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
It's kind of almost an unnecessary thing to say, right? Because you're supposed to have those vaccines before you ever even start to school, or do people
should be as much of a knee reflex as buying new pencils and a backpack.
I mean, my kids aren't in school anymore, so I've forgotten. What are the vaccines that you should have?
The main ones to think about is getting your Tdap, that's your tetanus and pertussis, up to date, as well as your measles, mumps, and rubella, and any kind of hepatitis that needs to be caught up as well, that should have already been caught up by now, needs to be done as well.
Those are done typically in a series, right? All three of those?
Yes, and whenever you get them done, they should give you a little card and tell you when to come back for the rest of them. But even if you're running late, even if you're years late, we can work with you to help your child catch up on those needed vaccines.
When you go to your own pediatrician, does the health department end up getting a copy of those records?
Fortunately, there's a national database, so it's nice if you bring your own pediatrician's card, but you can also look up that data, and that's good because any of the shots we give will also be visible to your pediatrician's office.
Because that way, if you've also recently relocated here, perhaps you moved from, Missouri or something.
Just a matter of downloading the records from the Missouri database, so that is wonderful.
With the ones that you've mentioned, I mean, those are traditionally, I think, pretty standard things. Do most people get them? Is it a majority of
They do. A lot of times it's just busy parents timing it right. Everyone has some place to be, and unfortunately school starting creeps up on everyone. Yeah. And then they realize they've got to rush it and come over to our place and get them called up. And that's fine. We're ready for that.
I do remember my girls are 6 years apart, 6.5 years apart. And I do remember kind of the recommendations changing, my older daughter to my younger daughter.
Sure.
And it seems like by the time the younger one was going through, they were kind of adding more doses in, like MMR for a while became MMR something.
A lot of times we're able to bundle those vaccines together so the child isn't getting as many shots. So they may be only getting 2 shots that day, but they're getting maybe 4 to 5 vaccines in one shot.
So
we're trying to make the children not feel like a pincushion.
Well, yeah, I remember saying, will you please just go ahead and give her a shot in either leg at the same time so I didn't have to deal with it.
Sure.
If you do have a child, though, who seems to be a little bit sensitive, because sometimes there's a small reaction, right?
That's not abnormal. That's true. I get a call usually once a week of some parent that has some questions about perhaps a rash they noticed when they were giving the child a shower, or maybe a little bit of itching or irritation, and we coach them through that, usually over-the-counter remedies. Sometimes a low-grade fever is not abnormal as well, but usually that goes away within the next 24 hours. That's just your body starting to build up its immune system to that.
Okay, if you are, though, that parent who maybe doesn't want your child to be getting as many vaccines at once, can you break it up, like the MMR that now includes the 4th thing?
We will always work with parents. We have different doses and different manufacturers to be able to work with the parent on the dosing of that. We completely understand that, and we can work around any busy parent's schedule or their emotional needs when it comes to their child.
I think that's worth pointing out. Also, that your locations are locations plural, right? Not
That's
just
right.
the one
That's
downtown.
Right. We not only have our downtown, our 3rd Street, but we also have our Ooltewah branch, we have our Birchwood branch, and then we also have instituted our mobile unit that might be coming soon to a location near you.
I was at a local drugstore yesterday and saw the signs up saying flu vaccines are here.
It is. It's time to start thinking about that as well. We'll be doing our Fight Flu event coming up in October. We're very excited about that. We hope to beat our numbers by double from last year.
How many people typically get it around here, percentage-wise? How many people choose to get the flu vaccine? The majority?
Usually it could vary from year to year, but we like to at least, our preference would be 90%, but we're happy if we can get that 70 or 80% in this area.
And most people do it?
Most people do it.
Okay.
No one wants the flu,
If people,
especially our older population.
Yeah. If people need to go ahead and get those vaccines in for their kids and they have their own pediatrician, just contact them?
Sure. So, and remember as well, some private offices don't carry those vaccines, and they'll direct you to us as well. So be sure to know that information before you make that appointment, so you don't go there with the expectations and you have just a day or two before school starts.
I think it's also really important that you pointed out that you work with the parent to do what's best for the child. That's great to hear. Here's where you can always learn more, because this is just one of the many things that they do at the Hamilton County Health Department. Every part of your life, pretty much. Maybe not your finances, but other than that, they touch it.
We stop there.
health.hamiltontn.org is the website. Great to see you, Dr. Miller.
Great to see you.
Come be a part of our family tree at Martin Boyd Christian Home, a nonprofit assisted living community. A family makes a house a home, and we value your family like our own. With all-inclusive rates and an experienced care team, you'll feel right at home. Call today to schedule a tour.
There is a firm, a place where dedication meets determination, where we go beyond the office to fight for you. There is a firm where every phone call is answered.
Thank you for calling Whittemore Keith.
Where justice isn't just a word, it's our mission. There is a firm that stands by you.
Whittemore Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
For over 30 years, I've relied on the team at Front Runner Athletics to provide my patients with perfect footwear to get them back on their feet.
It's relationships like these that have made Front Runner the most doctor-recommended shoe store in Chattanooga for over 30 years. Our expert staff will listen to your concerns and take you through our signature fitting process to get your feet feeling great.
Don't let foot pain take the joy out of life. Come to Front Runner today and experience the difference the right shoes can make.
At FMO, we don't do seasonal blowout sales. We keep prices low all the time on the pieces you actually want and need. Like this 12-foot modular washable sectional for only $14.99. Accent pieces that don't feel like an afterthought, and bedroom furniture that won't wreck your budget. Don't see what you need in store? We'll help you customize it. Easy. Or browse our website for thousands of items. FMO has been my family's business for 30 years. We sell high-quality furniture at low prices with no pressure. See you soon.
Come be a part of our family tree at Martin Boyd Christian Home, a nonprofit assisted living community. A family makes a house a home, and we value your family like our own. With all-inclusive rates and an experienced care team, you'll feel right at home. Call today to schedule a tour.
If we asked you this morning as you watch the show, do you have an estate? How many of you would say yes? Jay and Brittany Hagee say probably all of you should say yes. They are here with Alon Planning Partners. I like that. That's an optimistic statement. We all should say yes, we have an estate.
That's exactly right. And so we talk a lot about when we connect with everyone, but here, especially on this show, is we do 5 components of financial planning. And one of those big 5 is estate planning. And so I want to demystify it a little bit, because a lot of folks come in and they think, well, I don't have $10 million. I don't have an estate. That's not true. Anything of value that you have to pass on, and that you want to pass on not only the wealth, but your values with that wealth, you should have a good estate plan, right? Not only for when you're no longer here, but actually while you're still alive too, and that's what we want to kind of chat about.
Let me give you an example, because when you were talking, my thought immediately went to like land. If you want to pass land on to your kids, but you need to maybe have an infrastructure in place to support holding on to that land.
And that's a perfect example of how estate planning is so interconnected with your actual financial plan. Because what you choose to do with your estate planning, not just documents, but how you're passing things on, it impacts dollars that you give to whoever you're passing on to, obviously, but it also impacts in ways like taxes. How can I pass this on in a tax efficient way, or how can I gift this in the best way when it comes to taxes? So we really just want to raise some awareness around the interconnectedness between the estate planning and the financial component. And a couple examples of that.
Yeah, we got an example.
Yeah, I think one really good one when we're talking about passing on, we had a gentleman come to our office who had done an exceptional job saving and preparing for retirement. He had $7-8 million saved up, and it was all in IRAs, so 401k type funds. And he had just said, my plan is just to pass this on to my kids when I pass away, and they'll inherit all of that 7-8 million tax free. And we're like, well, actually, that's not how it goes. So it's really ensuring that you have a tax efficient strategy to pass that on to
that you don't
to
create
your
an
heirs.
unnecessary tax burden in trying to get funds. What you create as a blessing, you don't want to become a burden
Right.
eventually for kids.
Or what you think you are giving that will be maintainable
You're
can't
not
be
able to
because
give.
you need to have like a separate fund for them to draw for the taxes.
Yeah,
Right.
or
land
because
or
how you
whatever.
think you're passing on 8 million, but really you're passing on 3.5 because the taxes
right.
are insane.
No, we're not estate planning attorneys and we don't draw up these documents, but we quarterback the plans for folks. And so we want to make sure you have what you need. And some of those basic documents are trusts or wills, and you need to know the difference between those, and we need to talk through that. Power of attorney documents, which are a big deal for even while you're alive, because if I have a 401k or an IRA, Brittany may be my beneficiary, but that doesn't mean that she has access to my accounts while I'm living. So if I'm in a coma or I need assistance with my funds, just because she is the beneficiary of my accounts doesn't mean she can get in and access those funds for my health care or my needs that I may have. She actually has to have what's called a power of attorney document for that. So power of attorney for health care and financial, and then also health care directives. So like there are basic things that everyone needs in place, and that's why everyone needs an estate plan.
So I've had this thing at my house where I've been trying to go room by room and just focus because I get overwhelmed if I have too much to clean, right? So last weekend it was the kitchen.
Okay.
So is it almost a good idea to say, you know what, I'm going to take a day off from work, or I'm going to take this weekend to gather my things and then dedicate time to just come and see you, and that way their brains are uncluttered?
That's a great way to do it. And really, we, again, as I mentioned before, we do have a process we walk folks through. So it's not this overwhelming everything at once, right?
We have
It's
your
this-
checklist.
Yeah, it's this gradual step-by-step process that we'll walk you through to help you really understand what you should be focusing on and to narrow down your list of worries and your to-dos, right?
But if there's one thing I want to say before we have to take off is everyone needs an estate plan. So it's not just if you have millions of dollars.
Right.
If you have anything valuable that you want to make sure gets passed on well, please make an estate plan a part of your financial plan. And if you don't have that, please come see us. We'd love to help you with that.
Well, here's where you will find them. It's Alon Planning Partners. The website is simply alonplanning.com. They're right there on East Brainerd Road. 315-1441 is their phone number. Thanks so much
Thank
for
you,
your
Julie.
time.
Thank you.
At Choice Hotels like this Quality Inn, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation and get more of that family time. Can I see that? Maximized. Say twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
Oh, yeah. You're looking at one of the newest reasons to love Red Lobster. New seafood boils, turning Crab Fest into a crab feast. That's the look of real happiness. Served daily only at Red Lobster.
After a car crash, how bad of an idea is it to go it alone against the insurance company? It's like smoking at the gas pump bad. It's like messing with a mama bear bad. It's like jumping out of a plane without a parachute bad. But here's a good idea. If you've been hurt in a car crash, call Gary Massey Injury Lawyers. We know a thing or two about the insurance company, and we'll be with you every step of the way. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, 423-444-8888.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Chelsea Handler is back on J-Hub.
What you consider a red flag? Adult braces, at a certain point, just stick with what you've got.
Plus, CNN's hero of 2024.
I can't believe it.
Sponsored locally by TVFCU.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm still thinking about that beautiful china from Good Kinsman. Get yours while you can. Tomorrow on the show, it's Friday. That means for us, always a visit with the Chattanooga Market. Melissa Lale is going to be on the show with us. Ed Jones with Nutrition World also going to be heading our way. The folks at Anakisa are coming down from Knoxville Way to us to talk about what's happening up on their pretty spot in East Tennessee this fall. And we're happy to have Dwayne Madden from Pimp House here as well. Have a great rest of your Thursday afternoon. We'll see you in the morning.
Anyone can say they can fix it, but only 58 Foundations and Waterproofing guarantees it with the industry's only money-back guarantee.